Alright, what's up, y'all? It's the late edition of the Passive Pod where we get real sensual and real smooth.
Featuring Marvin Gaye.
Right. Featuring Harvey Gaye.
Yeah. And Count Doom Gay. And Rumble Gay.
Yeah, we got all the boys here. Everybody's gay tonight, baby. You know the fucking vibes.
Don't be shy, girl.
Yeah, don't be shy. Come on down. Have yourself a time. We're gonna just sit back, relax, and enjoy a couple views. We don't have any tunes on this. We don't want to get copyright strikes. Hell yeah, you like that?
Dude, it's gonna end up sounding like freaking group sex from the Circle Jerks.
So yeah, what's up, y'all? It's Pervy and Johnny and Abe. Say what's up.
What's up?
Well, hi, friends.
We're
It's
just
been a while. We miss you.
fucking minute. I feel like I haven't seen these dudes in forever. I've talked to them in even longer. So yeah, it's been some tragedies have happened.
Yes.
Yep, it's been rough.
All right. Well, thank you. That's the Passive Pod. Everyone, fuck off.
We'll see y'all next time. It's been a sick 3 minutes. We'll see y'all soon. Don't forget, shake ass, fight fascism, and we out.
Right, but if you're listening to this now, we're 6 months into quarantine still. Believe it or not, this shit is still going on.
Yeah, this is gonna be a time capsule, man. Like, fuck. Like,
Did you
we're
say
obviously
fart?
not. What?
It sounded like you said fart.
Yeah, fart, bro. But no, I mean, we're obviously not the most successful of folks, and we're obviously not the most successful of bands. So, some real working class people just stuck in quarantine right now.
Yep.
It's been interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since the last podcast, I finally went back to work, but the structure of it is so much different than anything I've, been in before. And for those who don't know, I'm in education. I've been there
Yeah.
10 years now, and this is like, I've never seen anything like this before. The way we're doing things now, it's just so crazy. And every day it's like we get emails. Okay, we're doing this. Things are going to go back to the old way. Wait, no, they're not. Never mind. Take that back. It's like a endless loop. We really don't know
It's
what's going on.
pretty much like a bad Twilight Zone.
Yeah, seriously.
So realistically, what's that like right now?
Realistically,
Like, I mean,
well, like what I'm hearing is by October they want schools to be back to how they were before COVID. But at other places, they're saying, nope, not until January. So it's kind of like, well, which is it,
yeah,
October, January? That's
I've been, I've
not a
been,
really good timeline.
yeah, I've been hearing October too, and I don't understand how that's gonna work. Like,
Yeah. And a lot
I
of
mean,
it
there was,
really has to do a lot of it really has to do with the public. Like they're sending out surveys to parents and all that. And if majority of them say they're okay with their kids going back, then that's what we're gonna do. I'm like, that's kind of shitty.
yeah, fucking hell. Because I don't know. I mean, there was like, however many months ago, like, was it in August, or was it that school that opened up in Georgia or whatever? I think it was
Oh
Georgia.
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
It's,
I think
it
it
was
was.
a high school that opened up in like Georgia, and then there was like after like a week there was like hella cases, and they're like, nope, we got to shut that shit down.
Did you see they tried to get that kid suspended, the one who posted that video of the crowded school,
Oh, so yeah, okay, so this is
because
the exact same thing
because
we're
she
talking
posted that
about.
video.
That's fucking insane, dude.
Yeah, and I guess the public was like, "That's bullshit," so they dropped the suit. But I'm like, really?
Yeah,
Like she was just doing it to show people, yeah, we're not ready for this.
yes, the best thing because it's like it was the same school that had all those cases, right? Like if I remember that correctly, we could be I could be
I
full of
believe
shit.
so. Yeah.
So fucking stupid. Yeah, I mean, like, trust me, I want to get back to work. I'm not. I don't. I don't want to keep doing this, but I mean, if it's gonna endanger not even the kids, because look, I'm not a goddamn scientist, but I hear that like little ass kids can't get it. But then there's also teenagers and older teenagers and fucking faculty and older people that can get it easier. Why the fuck even run the risk of doing that?
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know. I
But yeah.
just
But
it's
that's COVID talk for today.
Mhm.
yeah. Anything else of importance happened today?
Oh yeah, I have two events that are important today.
What?
So today is the 50th anniversary of Jimi Hendrix's death.
That's
You know,
right.
I know for sure me and Johnny are fans because I got into Hendrix because of Johnny. But I never really heard you talk about him much. Pervy, were you a fan at all or not really?
um, I enjoy his music, but it pisses me off because I want to play it, but I do not because the way he plays guitar is thoroughly upsetting because like there's pretty much no way of playing it unless you have like really like big hands and long fingers because he
Mhm.
does shit with his thumb and I'm a dude that's almost 5'8" and have has little fucking little tiny baby hands. There's no way my hand's getting around that neck. So it was always frustrating.
All along the watchtower.
Like there's
Oh yeah.
no way I'm playing any of that shit. So it's he it's I it goes without saying that he's one of the most talented guitar players to ever grace this fucking earth. But it's sometimes frustrating because I'm like, damn, I want to play that, and then like you try it and you're like, yeah, I can't do that. Got little baby hands. But yeah, no, he wasn't that big of an influence on me because it's not super what I'm into, but I do enjoy it. That was a pretty long-winded answer. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
No worries. And then obviously, like I said, Johnny, you're the one who got me into him. Do you remember how you were first introduced to Hendrix?
Um, shit. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't remember how I got into Hendrix. I absolutely don't have an answer for that.
Fair enough. But I know you've
Yeah,
been for a fan a long time because it's like
yeah,
as far back as I can remember, you had that giant Hendrix poster in your room, and then you had like the
I,
mix CDs.
yeah. I think that's what it was, man. It was like it was the fact of like the famous picture of him, like playing the guitar while it's on fire and shit like that. Like I'm like, oh, like who is this guy? And I'm assuming that's probably what caught my attention. Like it was mainly like the imagery he was putting off compared to the actual music. And then when I actually listened to it, like it was not what I expected, but it was mind blowing still.
Right.
Yeah. So that's all I could give you. I feel it's a kind of a shitty explanation, but yeah,
No,
like
no,
that's
that's what you remember. So that's still in your mind, anyways.
yeah. And then that poster that you're talking about specifically, it was it was weird because Hendrix was known to play strats, and it was I think it was a Flying V that he once owned, and they were doing a signature model, and it was just I forgot how I got that poster, but yeah, like I was just pretty blown away. It was super psychedelic too.
Yeah, I remember all the colors in there.
Yeah, it was super colorful.
Yeah, Johnny, famous stoner. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but Johnny blazes it 24/7.
Yeah, I
Oh my
do.
god.
Yeah,
24/7, bro.
They
Dylan's
wrote
head, and
Dope Smoker about Johnny.
yeah, there you go.
Al and Mike, they met Johnny, and they're like, "Yo, let's
We're
write
gonna
an
write a song about this cat.
hour-long song about this fool."
Yeah, but
Anything
in
important's
in
happened.
other news though, in other news, I was going to say this is also the 50th anniversary of Paranoid by Black Sabbath.
Yeah,
So that's kind of weird, you know, the day Hendrix dies, Sabbath is, you can say, born in a way because Paranoid is the one that really puts them on the map.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it
50
is.
You know,
years.
yeah. I was just going through snippets of it today and I'm like, fuck, it's crazy how well the album holds up still.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah,
like fucking
that
Hand
album.
of Doom, Iron Man, War Pigs, all of that. Like, it's all essential stuff for any like young rock or metal fan.
Yeah, honestly, like I know it's super like cliche because it's almost like you can get like fucking Black Sabbath shirts at like fucking Target now and shit, but that album, man. Uh, if you're, it's just so I feel like such a like cheesy fucking dad explaining to his kid who wants to fucking learn how to play music. But if you're like, I don't know who's listening to this who's fucking young. Probably nobody. Probably everyone who listens to this is our fucking age. Actually, according to YouTube analytics, everyone who does listen to this is our fucking age. But like listening to Paranoid did so much for my playing as a whole. Like just listening to that. Well, I'm gonna be real. Getting stoned and listening to that, and just fucking trying to get better because I was like, everybody knows fucking Tony Iommi's a fucking riff lord, dude. Like he's just pumps out these hella like powerful, memorable riffs, but no one ever fucking talks about like how good of a lead guitar player he is. And
Yeah, seriously.
he held up the weight of that band. There's no other guitarist in that fucking band. So it's just him. So not only is he doing all these memorable ass riffs, these fucking just hella badass riffs, and then he just rips into some fucking wild ass solo. Like, oh shit. And like that's where I get most of my lead influence from. I wish more of my riff influence came from that, but I'm not as creative. But that pretty much that's like the biggest impact on my the way I play leads to this fucking day. Like that's the biggest influence for me, and that whole record's fucking amazing. Like if you don't think about it, once you look at the fucking track listing, you're like, oh shit, like the like all those songs are would be in their set list. Like all
Yeah,
those.
all these iconic songs on one album, you know, that's crazy.
Yeah, just geeked out about Sabbath there for a little bit. I'm sorry, everybody. Yeah. Uh, yeah, is that enough Sabbath talk?
I mean, I could go on for hours, but
I was gonna say,
for the
I was
sake of
like,
the
if
for the
anything,
sake of the
the
podcast,
fuck off.
yeah, I'm like, for the sake of the podcast, we should probably move on.
No, yeah. Well, guess what, everybody? We love Sabbath. Shocker.
Fucking
Yeah.
shocker.
So we guys got anything in the mailbag?
Oh, we definitely do.
Oh, we do?
No.
Oh shit. Well, if anything, you guys can send letters and gifts to our PO box at. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have a PO box. I wish we did. We ain't got money for a PO box. A PO box in this economy? I wish. Send us stuff.
Right.
I don't know what you
Message us. I mean, you can message us questions.
Oh yeah, feel free to
Anything you
reach
want
out
us to
to the
talk about.
media.
Yeah, if you have any topics you think we should discuss, like you can message us individually, or you could reach out to us on the passive aggressor Instagram and Facebook, all that jazz. Probably the Instagram because Facebook are fucking Nazis right now.
Yeah, if you can find us on Facebook, reach out to us there. If you can't, reach out to us on Instagram. And if all else fails, if you're listening to this on YouTube, which you most definitely are, because this is the only place where we post it at, just throw it up in the fucking comments. Talk to us. Tell us what the fuck you want to hear. If there's anything you'd be interested in hearing our opinions about. I'm in the middle of a burp. I'm sorry. I went Kermit there for a second. Uh, but yeah, just throw it our way. Feel free to share because we'll be free to express. Wow, that was beautiful.
Unless your question is really shitty, then we'll just make fun of you for asking it.
Yeah, and if it's Bane, don't even bother asking fucking anything.
I mean,
Don't act like
technically he can just join whenever he wants because
that's what I was gonna say. Don't act like you're not gonna. You can't just show up whenever the fuck you want. So don't.
Right. Especially now, like he could just look in the messenger and find the link and join in.
Oh yeah, he's in the chat. All right, so I wish we had segments. I wish I had like fucking music cues just to be like, all right, in this next segment, some fucking real
Going to the weather.
AM radio shit.
Here,
Here's
I could add an effect if you like.
So. Yeah, no, we don't have any fancy music cues, so
So what segment are we into?
If you let me fucking talk, Johnny, I would tell you.
I have sound effects here.
No, nope. We don't have any segments.
Nope, we need to hear it. We need to hear it. What's your sound effect?
All right, you ready? And this week, and fuck. All right, and the question of the week is sponsored by Chips Ahoy. No.
Oh my god.
Chips Ahoy, brought to you
delicious.
by Brought to you by Nabisco. They left the Nabisco factory left Bonaparte because they said, fuck you guys.
They were in Bonaparte?
Nabisco. Yeah, they were in Bonaparte for hell a long time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were there for like forever, dude. Like up until probably about like 12 years ago.
No, well, fuck them.
Anyways, now we're talking about stupid shit that doesn't matter. And then again, this whole podcast, we're talking about shit that doesn't matter. So yeah, who's your guys' favorite rapper or rap group? I will pass this to Johnny because I like to put him on the spot.
6ix9ine, baby.
Oh my god.
I'm
out of here.
Dude, yeah. All right.
Bozo, bitch, are you dumb,
Stupid? The best part of that is like it sound like you pulled yourself away from the mic.
Nah, I'll be serious on a real note.
For serious?
Yeah, I'm being serial.
Serial killer.
It's between. Okay, well, hands down, I love Ice Cube, but then I know it's only like a one hit, but I really like a lighter shade of brown too. So
Oh hell yeah!
yeah, so
I
those are
still
my
have that
two.
vinyl.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, so those are my two for sure,
I,
100%.
for and fucking just like almost a preface, but you already started. We're all around the same age, and we grew up in Southern California. So I'm guessing a lot of this shit's gonna be G Funk.
Wow, way to
Or
put us in a box, Pervy.
hey, come on, am I? Hey, well, let me see what you gotta say then, Abe.
Well, no, because
It's gonna be
you
like
already guessed.
sapien.
Yeah, see, I
Yeah,
do it.
I'm fucking like Dr. Dre, man. The Chronic, G Funk, Warren G.
Yo, man, Tribe Called Quest, dog.
Well, that's East Coast actually, but
Wow.
Hey, nothing wrong with East Coast.
true.
No,
Okay,
fuck
yeah,
that. No, I'm kidding.
Bring the
no,
motherfucking
but
ruckus.
okay, but no, yeah, for throwing it to me next. Mine always goes back and forth for number one and number two. Right now, I have Ice Cube as my favorite. Yeah, typical. I know G Funk, whatever. But if you listen back to his early albums, all of that is like some of the most groundbreaking shit you'll ever hear in any type of music.
Now I heard that payback's a motherfucking. I'm not gonna finish it.
Like when you listen to those albums and realize how big he was at the time, that's like crazy
Hell yeah.
stuff that he wasn't censored or killed even, like
Hey, for real. Like on a yeah.
like it's super political, and sometimes I think his rhymes are too smart for the average listener, because I've talked to people before and they're like, yeah, he's cool, but it's just like gangster rap. I'm like, no, not. Like listen to it, like he's talking about like everything that's going on right now, like the Predator album, there's all kinds of stuff like about cops killing black people and gentrification, and like it's just you hear the songs and then you're all like, when was this recorded? Oh shit, the 90s? It sounds like it just ripped out of the news today.
Yeah.
So that's why I always respect him so much, because he's a huge influence. He's a huge star, but he doesn't silence himself. He's, even to this day, he still makes rhymes and raps about things that are
He's been re-
important to
he's
minorities.
been yeah, he's been really verbal lately too on social media.
Yeah, I know for a while he kind of went off the deep end. It was posting some crazy shit, conspiracy shit.
Yeah. I was gonna say I was gonna ask you, I don't know if you wanted to bring that up, but I was
Yeah,
like
no, I will, because some of it was like, okay, man, but the way I see it, it's kind of like, well, he's around the same age as most of our parents, so I
yeah.
I wouldn't really expect them to understand what QAnon is or any of that either. So I think he probably just saw it
Yeah.
and was like, yeah, this kind of makes sense. Let me share it. But I feel
Yeah, yeah.
like he's been kind of quiet on that, so I feel like probably his son talked to him about that and explained to him, yeah, this is some right wing shit. Don't share this.
You fucking boomer, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, basically, yeah, because he's been more on track lately. I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
follow his
yeah.
Twitter, but he's
No, I
been
do.
more on track lately. And but yeah, anyway, back to the music. It's really cool when somebody can be that popular and still doesn't change what they're about.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And as far as like a second favorite rapper, I have to go with the DOC. He's really really underrated in my opinion. He was with NWA. He wrote all of Eazy-E's and Dr. Dre's rhymes for them. And he was in a car crash, obviously, and he lost his voice. That's why he really doesn't have too many albums. but just the ones that he has, I don't know. I just think he has a lot of flow and technique that you didn't really see from the West Coast at the time, and that's why he's one of my favorites. It's just I feel like he was so far ahead.
Yeah. Oh
Ugh.
Yeah, and let's toss it over to you, Mr. Perv Dog.
yeah. I was gonna try to think of something stupid to say. I don't have anything, unfortunately. This is why I said what I said because I'm ashamed because I'm literally gonna piggyback off of Abe right now. Ice Cube. What the fuck? What else is there to say other than what you already said? And he's all that all the shit he's ever written is hard as fuck. Like, what the fuck what else is there to say? Because I thought about this long and hard before we got on here, and I was pissed because I was like, I know you're gonna say that too, and I'm like, damn, now I'm gonna look like a dumbass.
Yeah,
But
I'm like, it's so easy for me. It's so easy to read me now because like every time there's something about Ice Cube, they send it to me. So I'm like, fuck. I can't even hide my fanboyism anymore.
no, but it's true. It's good shit. I mean, because like he was writing like really good shit up into the fucking 2000s. It's not like he ever really like fell off either.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, because I know some of it is more like party and just like funky kind of stuff, and that's cool too. Everyone kind of needs those different sides to them.
yeah, exactly. It can't be just the same thing over and over and over again. But at least he made it fucking interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I remember like the first thing I heard from Ice Cube in like a minute because I really just was not listening to like hip hop and shit for like a long ass time. I kind of just fell out of it, and then I heard fucking gangster rap made me do it. I was like, oh, this shit's hard as fuck.
Right? If I rob you of knowledge, ain't nothing to it. Gangster rap made me do it. I'm like,
I was,
that shit gives me chills every time I listen to it.
I was like, oh, bitch. Oh, yeah. No, I'll never forget hearing that for the first time, being like, oh, fuck.
I'm surprised we didn't bring up Curtis Blow for this segment.
That's been two times in a row.
Right? Like that.
I don't want
Obviously,
I'm a big.
yeah. Obviously, he must endorse this podcast because we bring him up a lot.
I don't want to be a cornball, but like I really have like a big fucking soft spot for like that fucking like 80s hip hop, real hip hop.
Well, he's badass though. Like in his time, he was like the biggest star in the world. Like so.
Like, dude,
I give him mad prop.
Like Grandmaster, fucking Fox was my shit, dude. I don't even want to say that. Like, dude, that was like my shit, and I was like, hip hop, hippity hop, hop, hip hip hoppity, hip hop hop. Like, you don't want to tell anybody you like still fuck with that shit. Like, what the fuck?
Oh hell yeah!
This shit's hard.
Put that on at any party, and people will go wild for it.
Well, fucking, we're all old and shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying like any of them, even with younger kids, I bet if you put that shit on, they'd get down to it.
I hope, because if they didn't, I would feel really bad. I'd be like, dude, we gotta. That's a wrap for us.
Right? I know that'd be a sad day.
I'd be like, damn, I would be so bummed out if like a bunch of fucking like younger kids were like, yo, this shit's corny. Turn that shit off. Like, oh no.
That's when you pull out the strap and you show them who's boss.
Let everybody know what the fuck is up.
Yeah,
That's when
you gotta regulate.
act like Debo.
Right?
You gotta be handy with the steel. You know what I mean?
Let everybody know what the fuck is up. You know, like we ain't fucking around on this fucking corny ass. Y'all all fucked up on lean. Fuck y'all. I'm gonna blast this whole party. Blast the whole kickback. Fuck y'all.
Hey,
For
for real,
real.
you gonna bust out Devo. He'll be like, "Oh, you don't like this? Well, fuck you then, punk."
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right then. So you guys ready to get on to the feature album?
Uh,
Yeah.
let's go, dude.
Okay. So this week was my pick, and I chose "Endangered Philosophies." It's by a band called Dialect, and just some background info I got on them. I found out they're from New Jersey, and they've been
Oh,
around
really?
since the '90s. Yeah, so they've been around since the '90s. I believe their first album was in '98, but they were doing shows and all that before that, obviously. And most of their albums have come out on Ipecac Records. And for people who don't know, Ipecac is owned by Mike Patton from the band Faith No More. So yeah, he's kind of like an experimental guy too. He's into all
Yeah,
kinds
yeah.
of shit. Pretty much, he uses the label just to put out all of his projects. The ones, fucking, what were they? Oh, Dead Cross with Dave Lombardo.
Oh, that shit. Okay.
Yeah, he put out that, and then he puts out pretty much all of the dialect stuff. But besides that, he also puts out most of the Melvins material. So he's a big fan of like
Oh,
experimental
wow.
music.
Wow.
Yeah, and yeah, uh, as far as this group is concerned, dialect, they've had a lot of, they've actually had a lot of success. They've toured with bands like Faith No More, the Melvins, Tool. So they have a crowd. Oh, they played with
That's
Godflesh too.
crazy. What the fuck?
Yeah, they have a fan base more with, I guess you could say, a metal crowd or more of industrial crowd.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they've actually
Yeah.
had, yeah, they've actually had some backlash from the hip hop community because they say it's not hip hop. And to me that just,
Okay. All right. Hold on.
yeah,
I'll get into that later, but continue.
yeah, and they've brought it up like, no, this is in their opinion, they're like, this is like a true form of hip hop as much as anything else. Like, it's built on samples and instrumentation. What makes it so different than anything else? Just because it sounds a little, more experimental, but it's still, at its core, it's still hip hop. And so they've kind of faced that backlash for a while. And yeah, that's pretty much I have what I had for note. Um, as far as the album goes, did you guys want to go first? Did you want me to give my thoughts on it?
Let me go first, real quick.
Okay.
Real quick, just I'm not gonna give my whole opinion on the album. I'm just gonna just a couple quick like little points here and there. I really dig all the effects on it. There's a lot of really like trippy effects on it. Real like chill, fucking like mellowed out beats. I feel like if I was really fucking stoned, I like would have been like hella into it. Trust me. But also, I don't know how anybody could be like that's not real hip hop when all the beats are hip hop, real hip hop.
Exactly.
That's what I was
That's what
just
I
gonna.
had
I
in
was
my note.
how
That's what I had
anybody
in
could.
my notes. I'm like, it has heavy drums, like all the old school hip hop. Like that alone should be enough.
I was like, I don't know how anybody could say that that's like not hip hop. I mean, I can't. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you're a super like purist, I guess, like super duper like weird purist, but like all those beats were fucking like hip hop, real hip hop and shit, like straight up. That was all I was thinking the whole time. But no, the rhymes were fucking sick. Like all the like the weird like ambiance fucking like the little ambient noises and shit, and like the bass was fucking cool and shit too.
Oh
All the
yeah.
bass bits and all the songs I really fucking enjoyed. I'll get into my like favorite songs and shit but later, but that's all I really wanted to touch on. I think the album sounded really cool. And it's
Okay.
very well
And
produced.
okay, what about you, Johnny?
It was very it was completely honest, like it was good, but it wasn't really my style, you know? It was very it sounds like really sci-fi-ish, but then like on a lo-fi end, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good, you know. It, it reminded me of like 36 Chambers, you know?
Right. Yeah, I can see that because it has kind of like that lower,
Yeah, the
not
lower
not
like
bad production, but it sounds more raw, like almost
yeah.
like a tape, like something
Mhm.
you would hear on cassette.
Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it, really, you know, for the main point.
Johnny really didn't have much to say.
I really don't. I feel so bad, but yeah,
No,
because
that's
I
cool.
think
That's what this is
I,
about, like
because
getting your honest input
yeah,
from it.
honestly, I didn't even finish the whole album. I think I stopped at
Wow.
yeah. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Um,
Johnny's not about hip hop, real hip hop.
yeah, it's I think it was Soul something. I can't remember.
I'm like, I'm not sure.
I don't think
Yeah,
so. So it's gonna be like, uh,
yeah. Sorry, boys.
No worries. So yeah, let me get into this then. For me, I felt like musically, it kind of reminded me almost of like drone kind of music. I don't want to say drone metal because it's not quite there, but it is very drony. And also, I felt like there were some shoegaze elements on there.
hmm
definitely.
Uh, yeah, because this is not something you listen to for energy. It's
No.
kind of just
No,
like you said, Pervy. If you're a smoker, that this is the perfect album for that. But if you just
Yeah.
want to
which
mellow out on something too,
I
it
definitely
works for
like.
that purpose.
I definitely like as a side note, I feel like in a day or so, I feel like I will thoroughly enjoy this album. I didn't want to be weird on the podcast, so I was like, I didn't want to be like coming down or like some shit and fuck up the podcast. So I'm like, yeah, I feel like in a day or so, I'm gonna really just fucking write that fucking album out and just be like, hell yeah.
Yeah, and for me, like this is the kind of music that I would, as far as side projects go, this is something that I always envisioned kind of playing a slower beat and just kind of let someone else do the crazy stuff on the synthesizer or guitar. But what really spoke to me about this album is the lyrics. Uh, if it's okay, I'm gonna read some of the lyrics from my favorite song on here. It's
Go for
called
it.
"The Son of Immigrant."
That's a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, let me just get this out of the way real quick. One of the verses is actually, I'm the spitting image of my creator, a laborer, intent to silence naysayers. And then after that, it goes on, I'm your worst nightmare, educated and born here, prepared for warfare. We ain't going nowhere. Just when I hear stuff like that, it just, I mean, I know a lot of people have said this, not just rappers, metal groups, all that have said it. But hearing it, like, it just gave me goosebumps, because
Mm. It's a battle
I
cry, dude,
really,
you know?
yeah, I
It,
really relate to that too, like,
it's like,
because a lot of,
the
oh
government
yeah, go
scares
ahead.
like educated like minorities and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And
And
when
that,
it's numbers, it's unstoppable. You know?
exactly. And then hearing I'm the image of my creator,
Yeah.
because so many people want to throw like the Bible at you and all that in a negative way. and
Hmm.
he's literally telling you, well, I'm just like him, because Jesus, what was he? A laborer. He was a carpenter,
Hmm.
somebody who worked with his hands and didn't just rely on, his on the riches of someone else.
Oh yeah, I fuck with
Yeah, so
that.
that when
I
I hear
fuck with
that
that
kind of
heavy.
yeah, when I hear that kind of stuff, I'm just like it blows me away.
Yeah, no, there was some real. I didn't write them down, but there were definitely uh some lyrics in a few of these fucking songs that I was like, oh hell yeah, that's shit I fuck with. I mean, I'll
Yeah,
get on to my favorite track later, but if you got more, keep going.
yeah, I was just gonna say, this came out in 2017, and there's a lot of references to things that were going around in that time. I apologize because I can't remember his name, but I'm sure you guys know the story. It was a black man that was ended up being choked out by the cops. They said
Oh
he was selling cigarettes to kids, and I believe that it turned out it wasn't true. That he was just standing there and they choked him out. And
yeah,
there's a
oh yeah,
yeah, there are references to that case in here where he's just saying like, what is reality? When people can pretty much cops can just go and murder you because you look suspicious. And that's the kind of stuff that really gets me. It's more educational and reality rap, and I feel like that's just something we don't really see anymore. And I don't want to be like the boomer. Okay, I don't like anything today because it's not that. It's just I feel like what we hear on the radio is not always reality. They're kind of trying to escape it.
Hmm.
yeah,
And
no,
like I
definitely.
said, yeah, like I said earlier, like there's nothing wrong with the party rap, even the best, like Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, Public Enemy. They all have songs that are more, just kind of get down and have fun to this.
If anything, those
But
are their
here,
biggest songs.
yeah, but
Like,
hearing
yeah,
something in the modern age that has a strong message, that just gets to me. It's my soft spot, I guess.
definitely, because I mean, I feel like a lot of more modern era like rap and hip hop, it's definitely trying to escape the woes of being black or being a minority in America. But I mean that's almost a political statement in itself. But other than that,
Yeah,
they're the rock stars of this generation. We don't have any rock stars now because rock, rap and hip hop is popular music. That's just facts, man. That's what
right.
kids like. I mean, that's what fucking white kids like white boys and shit. They be bumping that shit more than anybody else. I mean, fucking. If anything, I mean, this is probably a stupid example. But you can look at McDonald's, dude. Fucking McDonald's is having a fucking shortage of burgers because Travis Scott slapped his name on some shit, and fucking
Yeah, exactly.
little white kids are eating that shit up. That's how you know. I mean, shit's popular.
Yeah, that's
It's
why it gets me kind of bummed though, like it's so big and I wish more of them would use their voice for something important, instead of just, oh, this is a popular cause. I wish they kind of meant they stood for something like again, like Chuck D or like Ice Cube. They've always had kind of like a singular message. Whereas like a lot of these guys now, it just seems like, oh, okay, that's an important issue. Let's talk about that for 5 minutes. And then they kind of forget about it by the
but
next
yeah,
record.
I mean, that's why I feel like they're like the modern era like rap and hip hop stars of today are it's
I
I
think they're
don't
more
know.
like businessmen than entertainers.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. That's why I say that they're the rock stars. They don't want to
yeah,
they don't want to like offend anyone in their base. They don't want to cause a commotion.
yeah,
They what
exactly.
they do what's made them famous, and they keep doing it. And I'm not gonna fault them for that. Like, fuck, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
if
For
you're gonna
some of
keep,
them, this is the only time they've ever had money or success in their life. So I can't fault them for that. It's just something I wish would happen. Where they would use their voice.
exactly, because like, if someone who's just fucking hella popular, and they used it for something that fucking a majority of fucking like white boys listen to, who's like 16 and 17, like if they heard some like powerful shit, they'd probably be like, oh fuck, dude, is that the way shit is? Fuck, maybe I'll change my mind. But
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
like it could work that way. It could backfire on them. But say you changed like 2,000 kids' mind, other than like none of them. I'd say that's worth it. But especially
oh,
with how much
definitely.
money that those fools are fucking making. Because I mean, like modern era like rap and hip hop now is so fucking popular. But I can't fault them for like m- maybe even like slightly fucking up the bag. Like I get it, but I mean I'm obviously a
Yeah,
different person. I'm so politically fucking minded and a fucking politics vulture and shit. That's
right.
just
And we're a little older, so we're kind of past that age where we're impressionable by what's on the radio.
yeah, definitely. Especially like everything's so homogenized now. Because you get to a certain point
Yeah,
when you start to realize like, oh, like all this shit, like it definitely sounds the same for a reason, not because of it's not
yeah. It's a
because
winning. It's a winning formula, so they're gonna just
yeah,
keep repeating it.
yeah, exactly.
And
Like,
even the fact
but
that I keep saying radio, I know that a lot of the kids aren't listening to that either. They're getting their music from like TikTok now.
yeah, yeah, it's fucking TikTok. Holy shit.
Yeah, so it's just a whole new game, and I can respect that. They got to make their money somehow. But anyways, back to this album. I have to say, aside from "The Son of Immigrants," a few of my other favorite songs were track two, "Weapons," and then track three, "Few Understand." I just felt like they had a strong message and a strong backbeat going. They have those heavy kind of drums and then almost an industrial Godflesh kind of rhythm going. So I found
Oh,
those really exciting. What about you?
my favorite track on this is the last track on the album. It's called "Numb,"
Oh, okay, nice.
and I mean, it's got some sick uh lyrics and shit on it. I didn't write them down, but so I mean, there's the album's uh pretty political as a whole, but I feel like the last one stuck with me the most. It's also got some like ambient guitar and shit in it, like guitar like high notes and shit.
Yeah.
I, I'm like really into that if you combine that with like a good bass rhythm and drum combo. And,
And what's cool too is I think, if I'm correct, I believe he uses real real musicians for this. It's not just a DJ using samples. I think he has a guitarist that does all those crazy effects and a bass player as well. Yeah. So aside from that, are you guys ready for ratings?
I'm going to go a solid 4.
Nice. Okay.
I th- I I really dug
This
it.
is out of five.
Yeah, I saw it
People forgot
out
our
of 5.
rating system.
I was like, I'll give it a solid 4 out of 10. It was ass. No, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I definitely foresee myself getting inebriated of the greener kind and enjoying this and just kicking back. Just because I'm such a like a like politics vulture, and especially if it, I mean, I'm surprised, people like listening to things that they agree with. So if I'm inebriated of that sort and I'm listening to this, I'll be thoroughly enjoying it. So yeah, I'll give it a solid 4 out of 5.
Nice,
Clean 4.0 out of 5.
nice. Let's throw it over to Johnny then.
I'll give it a solid 3.
Nice. Okay, that's middle of the road. That's not too bad.
Yeah. Like I said, it wasn't my cup of tea, but I do respect what they did. And just like I said, like I'm a Wu-Tang fan. And it was pretty similar. But yeah, for the most part, just three I feel will be satisfying.
Cool, cool. Sounds good. Well, for me, I'm gonna fanboy all over this album because for me, it's a 5 out of 5. This, I mean, I love industrial metal. I love Godflesh. I love hip hop, and I love political hip hop, and this is just all of that together for me. So I, I really can't find any faults in it for my taste personally. This is something I listen to like quite a bit, and yeah, it's just something I'll listen to again and again, and I'd recommend it to anyone who's a fan of like the lo-fi kind of sound, slower tempos.
Oh yeah, it's got slower tempos. If you're into slower tempos, cool, buddy.
I mean, honestly, even if you're into like Doom, I can see a lot of Doom fans into this too. Because if they
Yeah.
like, a lot of them like Godflesh, so by that extension, they should like Dialect as well.
Yeah, no, it's fucking thoroughly enjoyable. I can vouch. I can vouch for that, guys.
And okay, as far as that's concerned, I guess we can throw it over to Johnny now to see what we're going to review next week
What are we doing next week, John boy?
or next episode, I should say.
I want to say a
Try and make
movie,
it
but
weekly again. God damn it! I'm gonna try and stay on fucking track.
I'm gonna be very, very, very basic.
Oh, we love basic. We love honesty and basicness in this.
Basic Johnny.
We're gonna
Basic
review 6
Johnny.
9 Tattletales.
What was that? Say it again.
6 9 Tattletales.
You fucking lying. You're lying. I swear to God.
Nah, all right, I'll be real. All right, so
I thought you were serious. I 1000% thought you were being serious.
nah. All right, so a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but it's been a minute since we've done this podcast, so like I lost generally the rotation between all three of us on what we're gonna be reviewing. So in the beginning I kinda didn't have anything, but thought of a few things, so but I feel this would be good, because it's like I don't think we've touched bases in this genre yet. So, and then not only that, like the views that like he brings and stuff like that. So yeah. So without further ado, howdy. We're gonna review Orville Peck, Show Pony.
Oh,
Cool, cool. I've been hearing a lot about that release lately, so I have a
hell
chance
yeah.
to check it out now.
I'm fucking hype about this. This is gonna be fun as shit.
It's gonna be good, yeah. Because I don't think we touched bases on country yet.
No,
We haven't. We definitely have not.
Because my thing is movies. So I mean, if anybody was gonna do it, it was gonna be me. But hell yeah, Johnny, you beat me to it. I love it.
Yeah. So Orville Peck, Show Pony.
What was the name of it? Say that better so people can hear you.
Orville Peck, Show Pony.
Show Pony.
Show Pony.
All right, that is the next episode of the Passive Pod. We'll be listening to Orville Peck's Show Pony.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Yee ha ha. Well, before we fucking get the fuck out of this bitch, do y'all got anything you guys want to plug? You want to talk about real quick before we get out of here?
Nah. Stay safe.
No, actually,
No,
I think I'm content this time.
Shit.
Yeah. Sorry, we're a
if
bunch of old guys that are boring.
apparently, if y'all want to send money my way so I can help repair my fucking broken ass fucking guitar, please send money my way. DM the Passive Aggressor page on Instagram, Facebook, and comment on the YouTube. Send us money via Cash App, Venmo, or any other means so I can repair my fucking guitar.
Also, we do have a few shirts in stock. I'm not
Oh,
sure
shit.
what's.
We really?
Yeah,
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 what the fuck? Yeah, buy our merch, you fucking marks.
yeah. We only have a few. I think it's just medium, smalls. I think it's just medium and smalls. So
Wow. Nothing
yeah,
but
You're killing me,
nothing but
Smalls.
mediums and smalls, brothers.
yeah.
We also got extra medium. We have extra medium for the super average folk.
The
Extra
average
medium.
folk, like Day Day.
Day. Oh yeah, I've always wanted a Dada. Yeah, extra medium. You make these fools skinny.
Yeah.
So shit, that's a good plug. We've never plugged our own merch. Apparently, we have we have merch that we haven't even gotten rid of yet, and we
We're
Wow.
never.
bad at capitalism.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise. The fucking people who aren't capitalists are bad at capitalism. Um, yeah. So if y'all want to buy merch, for you or your loved ones, we still have some. Hit us up. And if not, give me money anyways, because I broke my fucking guitar and I don't have money to fix it.
Mhm.
I'm half kidding, but like I should be able to fix it. But if you want to support us and the content that we provide, so we can make more merch and make more music in this wretched, evil, awful, vile timeline, we can do that. I'm just saying. Just saying.
And on that note,
Yeah, on that note, now that I've done begging on the fucking corner for your guys' affection and capital, yeah, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Let me give this a big old burp. Ooh, god damn. All right, this is Pervy, telling y'all later, and Johnny
Howdy.
and Count Doom.
peace out, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna end this the way we always end it. Shake ass, fight fascism. Believe in yourself, but more importantly, believe in rock and roll. I'll see y'all motherfuckers later. Bye!
Late.